And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, with David Aldridge joining us on the sideline. A terrific opening day for another season of NBA basketball. Mike, I know you're as excited as I am to be back in action.
I think the real question is, are we as excited as these fans? They are done waiting. All the offseason speculation and anticipation finally comes to an end here.
And Thomas, very capable of knocking down the tray. Got to respect his ability to shoot the long ball.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Pistons ball. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Pistons. It's a three-point game. Buries the long-range jumper.
A very accurate shooter out at the arc. Dumars can really hurt you from range if you don't chase him off the perimeter.
Humphries the pass to Ellis. Back to Humphries. They set the screen. Pass to Burkowski. Here's Roberts. Aguirre grabs the miss. Dumars against Humphries. Dumars kicks to Thomas. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Showing off the range, making the defense stand up and take note.
Thomas against Humphries. Pass to Burkowski. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by the Pistons. Outside Dumars. Launches it. Hands it from downtown. Dumars got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pistons.
Well, I tell you what, it seems like they're getting quality looks on every possession. They got a nice rhythm going and can't be stopped.
And with each made basket, their confidence also continues to grow. They're surging right now and playing for one another.
And timeout called by Bernard Moon. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Pistons, entirely new group now out there. And Humphries has it in the corner. No good, unable to end this run.
That's normally one of his spots. It was a quality look. Shame to see it go to waste.
And here's Simmons for three. Another three for Detroit.
And, you know, their lead just continues to grow, and it's not just because of their offense. They're getting it done at both ends.
Yeah, their defense has been stellar as well. Great work on both ends.
Back to Humphries. Pass to Ellis. To the paint. Here's Burkowski. And a missed layup. Pistons leading by 15. There's Walker with the three. It's the three-point bomb.
They are really shooting the heck out of the ball. Fantastic start from three.
When you knock down threes early, it stretches the floor, opens everything up.
It's Ellis on the wing to the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Just not on the same page right there. Not sure what he was trying to do with that pass.
And the Pistons with possession here. Pass to Simmons. Tries a three. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Well, they had a plan coming into this one, and they have executed on it perfectly.
Yeah, getting out ahead early on by stifling the competition on both ends of the floor.
And timeout called by Bernard Moon. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And now, your dance team.
First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Roberts. Malone in the high post. Now here is Humphries. Back to Malone. Out to the right wing. Over Lambeer. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Nice awareness from Lambeer on defense. Sees the shot forming and gets there for the rejection.
Pass to Humphries. Trying to get something going. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist.
They finally get on the board. Boy, that's got to be a relief.
Woo! And no doubt hoping their offense flows a bit easier now that they've broken the seal.
Lambeer, good.
Right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
And that early momentum has helped them put together a nice lead.
Humphries against Thomas. And Roberts kicks to Ellis. Drives to the hoop. Rebounded by Rodman. Pistons leading by 22. Pass to Thomas. A three. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
This is a thing of beauty. Perfect offensive basketball.
Now Humphries. 16 feet away, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Got some space in the mid-range, but wasn't able to convert. Still, not a bad chance for him.
A three from McGuire. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Reminding the D that he can make this shot. McGuire doesn't lack confidence from deep.
Malone a screen on Thomas. Humphries against Thomas. They need this. Can't get the layup. Humphries has gone 1 of 4 from the field. A three from McGuire. And another three for Detroit.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Rodman brings the double team. And Roberts kicks to Humphries. Malone sets the pick for Humphries. Thomas with the block.
Meeting right at the rim. He timed that block perfectly.
And here's Dumars outside. Drills it from outside. Dumars got 9. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponents in transition tonight. Right away, they're finding points off the fast break. Ellis
outside. That's tipped. Pass to Roberts. And now the Pistons fast break. Lambier for three. Another three for Detroit.
And at the center position, Lambier's ability to stretch out the defense and sink threes adds an important dimension to this offense.
Here is Bukowski. McGuire covering. Inside. Outside, Lambier. Pass to Aguirre. A free ball. Good, and it's Lambier with the assist that time. Aguirre's got his third basket of the night. Haven't been able to stop this run so far.
The opposition continuing to be absolutely relentless.
And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop. Takes a three. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Over in the corner, Ellis. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Not a strong finish there, resulting in a rare miss from him.
A three from Aguirre. Nailed from three-point land. Aguirre's got 12 points in the game.
Tell you what, until they force him off the line, he'll just keep launching it from there. I love the aggression he's showing.
As long as he keeps making his threes, there's no reason for him to change his approach. Make the defense adjust.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. A solo fast break. And here's Dumars outside. Good on the triple. 12 points for him.
Seeking some transition points. Dumars hustling down the floor.
Fast break Detroit. From past the arc. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the lead. And so far, this hasn't been the case.
Pass to Bukowski. Here's Roberts. Defended by Rodman. Malone can't hit. And it's Detroit's ball. And here's Dumars outside. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Boy, again, it's Joe Dumars doing work, bringing the scoring punch tonight.
Rodman brings the double team. They need this one. Rodman grabs the miss. Lambier kicks to Rodman. This one for three. And again, Detroit with the three.
Hey, the field goal percentages tell the full story. One team is playing more smart and efficient basketball.
And the other, not so smart. They're playing too fast, not getting good looks, forcing things.
Lambier for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lambier's got 9.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
Here's Humphries. Rebounded by Lambier. Lambier's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Dumars outside. Rebound, Malone. Coach Fratello, a big issue for them. I know it drives you crazy. Turnover.
You just can't afford to give away anything in this league.
Uncovered. Humphries, no good.
Rough quarter for him. Just hasn't been able to connect.
And that's the way it goes sometimes. Just got to stay with it.
And here's Rodman outside. Mike, they've had a very tough stretch here.
Yeah, they need to get a stop and score to change the momentum.
The three from Thomas. It's good from long range. 15 points in the game.
You think Isaiah Thomas, you think assists, passing. But when Zeke needs to, he can take over a game with his scoring.
Pass to Malone. Over to the left wing. Got a piece of it.
Terrific defense in the painted area.
And here's Dumars. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get into space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Malone misses. Here's Thomas, and the jam by Isaiah Thomas.
Not an easy finish there for Thomas, but the guy plays with toughness.
Now here's Ellis. Puts up a deep three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
I thought coming out with great aggressiveness allowed them to really set the tone.
And specifically, their offense has been in peak form, scoring with ease.
There's Walker with the three. Hits it from three-point range. Walker's got 6.
Got everyone looking inside, then he whipped it right outside for a three. Great vision.
Here's Connor. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Not sure who he was looking for there. I know the third row definitely wasn't expecting a pass.
Bedford's checked in for Howard. Henson's checked in for the Bucks. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Three-pointer. Thomas, good. Thomas got his first 3 points of the game. So it's the Bucks now. Here's Graham. Pass to Connor. And here is Henson. Grayer, the pass to Shades. It's deflected.
Good idea to attack the rim, but stellar defense denies him in the paint.
And here's Walker outside. And again, it's the Pistons from deep. And Milwaukee has possession. Here's Connor. Still without a basket. Henson with it. To end the run. Pass to Shades. Taken away. Thomas deciding where to go with it. And another three for Detroit. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Milwaukee with the ball. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Here's Graham. That one's in, his first shot this game.
A high percentage look. Can't get closer than that.
For Detroit, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Shots good by Sellers.
The evolution of the big man three-pointer has been fun to watch.
Here's Connor. Thomas covering. Pass to Shades. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Here's Sally. And another three for Detroit.
What a power surge by these guys. They can't miss.
Literally, what a stretch.
Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. From deep, Walker. Another three for Detroit.
He's hitting everything from deep. Just flat out torching this defense.
Here's Graham to the left side wing. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
The ball sailing out of bounds. Not the offensive possession they were hoping for.
A different look here for Detroit. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Bedford. Aguirre comes in for Sellers. And Thomas subbed in for Walker. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Thomas gets the bucket.
Well, he's just showing off right now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down either.
Here's Humphries. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Struggling to find their flow while the other team is on the roll.
Yeah, this drought is really hurting them. They've got to mix things up and try and snap out of it.
Three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And the defending champion Chicago Bulls suffered only 2 playoff losses on their way to the title last season. Mike, can anyone slow them down?
They sure look tough. Michael Jordan, an all-star in each of his first 7 seasons. He's finally got his ring. I don't think he's done yet.
But it was interesting to watch him work his way and the team's way from being in back of teams like Boston and now competing with the Pistons. It's a journey, isn't it?
It is, and it was Michael having to trust his teammates that eventually got them the ring.
The 3, another 3 for Detroit.
A rare jumper drained by Rodman. Don't see him take a bunch of those.
Well, as you can see, when you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
For sure. I mean, playing loose can help you and hurt you. It can cut both ways. I think they've got to tighten it up a little bit here. Right now, I tell you, it's just clicking for them on both ends. I mean, good defense turned into great offense to keep them out front.
Coach Fratello, a basket here would be huge.
They need to break up this run.
From deep, Thomas gets the three-pointer to fall. Thomas got 15.
Boy, they're cranking it up a notch right now, really setting the pace for this game.
Exceptional in transition. Great job running all 94 feet.
To the middle, knocked away. And here we go, Pistons running again. A 3 from McGuire. And again, Detroit with the 3.
For a natural scorer like McGuire, those fast break points are like candy.
Down low. Outside, Rodman. From outside the arc, cracks in the tray. 12 points for him. Rodman's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Humphries against Thomas, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. The seat of power in the NBA is still the Central Division in the East, but Clark, it's more about the Bulls than the Pistons now, it seems.
Could not agree with you more, Kevin. 4 straight titles have come from that division, and you look at that young core Chicago has, I think they're going to have a say in the title race for several more years.
Thomas against Humphries. Out left to the wing. To the middle. They could use a bucket. Rebounded by the Pistons. Rodman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thomas outside. Sinks the triple. Thomas got 22 points.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Humphries against Thomas. And here's Humphries. Kristoviak, guarded by Sally. Kristoviak. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Pistons on offense. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Drills the three-pointer. Dwyer's got 18 points in the game.
Pretty intense play from Mark Aguirre, and you just have to love the focus he's showing on the offensive end.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Gray. Thomas with the steal. And here's the fast break. Lets the 3 fly. Aguirre passes to Rodman. Here's Graham. To the inside. It's deflected. Outside Thomas. There's the triple. Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. What a shot he's got.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. Beyond the arc. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
He is on fire this quarter, fellas. I mean, what an incredible scoring performance.
Here's Humphries. Halt the run. Rebound, Detroit. Rodman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A 3 from McGuire. And another 3 for Detroit.
finding ways to build their lead, to expand it. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And it's because they're playing selfless basketball, doing an outstanding job running, and the crowd showing their appreciation for an incredible performance.
He has made it 4 from outside and route to the most threes in a game in franchise history. From the wing, the shot's good from Sally. Sally's got his second bucket tonight.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Well, Coach, you look at all the turnovers. What a way to drive your coach crazy. I know it would drive you crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute it.
Aguirre against Ellis. Pass to Grayer. Kristoviak. Now Humphries. And again, the Bucks miss. Outside, Aguirre. From downtown, another three for Detroit.
Perfect pass there, understanding how to set up his teammate.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
A three from Aguirre. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
This is a thing of beauty. Perfect offensive basketball.
It's hauled in by Thomas. Outside, Aguirre. And another three for Detroit.
That's such a difficult shot to stop. The pull-up, another way that Aguirre can hurt you.
They can't seem to stop anything right now.
Yeah, it's starting to bubble over emotionally.
Humphries against Thomas. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
That's how you stop the easy shot, by playing assertive but clean defense.
Another three for Detroit.
With his first-rate handles, Thomas keeps the defense on their heels. That's why it's so difficult to defend his pull-up jumpers.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Thomas. Now Detroit moving it up. And Thomas with the stuff.
And this points out how opportunistic they are. I mean, once they get the steal, they're off to the races right away.
The coaching staff encourages them to be aggressive, and this includes looking to convert in transition.
Now Humphries. High post shot. Offensive rebound. Inside. And they'll get another chance. And it's Grayer missing. Isaiah Thomas has been on display for the Pistons. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And we'll be right back after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Isaiah Thomas having a dominant impact in this game.
Boy, excellent first half, living at the rim so far.
Some monster dunks. They'll need to find a way to slow him down, if they can.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It will be a rejump.
And another steal for him.
And just like that, he's tied the franchise single-game record for steals.
Oh, what a steal. He's taking them for everything they've got.
Really good to see Rodman finding shots. I mean, that should motivate the other guys to step up their game and get going.
Now, here is Humphries. Kicks it out to Ellis. With the floater, Aguirre grabs the miss. Aguirre's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lambeer for 3. And the Pistons another three.
Bill Laimbeer shooting it from here has a nice-looking jump shot for a big guy. Knows when to let it fly.
He swipes the ball away again.
He has been an absolute thief on the floor. Another steal.
Greg, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him. They need to find a high-percentage shot clock to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche.
And stolen by Aguirre. One-on-one fast break. From deep. Good! Another from three.
Enjoying this big lead, and right now they look unstoppable on offense.
Everything is going exactly how their coach drew it up. Top to bottom, this is the pinnacle of execution.
Humphries against Thomas. To the paint. Here's Brakowski. It's tipped.
As a coach, you love seeing plays like that. Denying your opponent in the painted area.
Aguirre, no good. The Bucks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Humphries with it. It's deflected.
Boy, that was a demoralizing rejection right there. This is what happens when you challenge him at the basket.
And here we go. Pistons running again. Again, the Pistons good for two.
Dumars is a smart, tough, very good offensive player who always plays within himself.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Dumars. Here's Thomas. And the jam by Isaiah Thomas.
Incredible two-way play.
Yeah, offense and defense.
Steals lead to points. The defense doesn't have time to get set.
Humphries against Thomas. To the inside. Roberts. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Pistons have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Aguirre, good.
Three-pointers clearly the difference for them here in the second half.
Tough to guard a whole team from beyond the arc. They've got it going.
Humphries the pass to Brakowski. Ellis surveying the D. Stolen by Dumars. Outside Rodman. Back to Dumars. Jacks up a three. And again it's the Pistons from deep.
How about the timing Dumars possesses? Fantastic catching and firing right away.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. They're scoreless since the first half. Here's Brakowski. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The three connects again from distance.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Humphries the pass to Roberts. And Laimbeer pulls it down. Looking to keep it rolling.
Stay on the attack and keep playing the right way.
From deep, Rodman, and the Pistons another three.
And perhaps the coach lit a fire under them at halftime because they have owned this third quarter.
And it's important for them to keep it going. Can't show any signs of slowing down.
Pass to Roberts. Aguirre against Ellis. And stolen by Aguirre. For the three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Ellis outside. Can they get it? The layup missed. Mike, they have been fantastic tonight, haven't they?
What a performance from them.
Buries it from three-point range.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Tipped away, nabbing another steal.
A defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Pistons.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It's kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And again for three.
He's scorching hot. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Humphries against Thomas. Humphries dishes to Malone. Detroit with the rebound. Lambeer's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A three from Maguire. Good! Another from three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Here's Humphries driving to the basket. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Humphries has got his second basket.
How about the aggression on the drive? Humphries really taking charge there.
And here's Dumars outside. And another three for Detroit.
When it comes to scoring the ball, he is prolific and proficient.
Pass to Malone. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Malone's got his first points of the game.
With that 6-foot, 10-inch frame, Malone dominates inside.
Cranes the three-pointer. Lambeer's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for Detroit.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
Here's Humphries. Thomas grabs the rebound. Outside, Lambeer. Another three for Detroit.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Inside, here's Brakowski. Rebounded by the Pistons. Rodman's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And here's Dumars outside. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there. Thomas against Humphries. Pass to Brakowski. To the middle. Here's Malone. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Rodman goes in. And Rodman with the slam.
Very quick and lots of power for Rodman on that slam.
They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
Well, they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. Here's Humphries. Driving in. It's blocked.
Return to sender.
And here is Ellis. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Humphries. And here's the fast break. Rodman leading the way. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And Rodman is always hustling, which is why he gets rewarded when he runs the floor like this.
Humphries against Thomas. Fires from deep. Rodman grabs the miss.
Well, that's another low percentage shot. He's been settling throughout this game for those kinds of shots.
Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. And they pick up 2. Lambeer's got 11 points in the quarter.
And their offense so much more efficient here in the second half. I like what I see.
Yeah, things really tilting their way. They've got all the momentum.
And now the Pistons fast break. And here's Dumars outside. And another 3 for Detroit.
Usually, you'd want to take the fast break all the way. But he was confident in his abilities. And he drains it from three-point land in transition.
Humphries finds Malone. Back to Humphries. Down low. And Malone with the basket on the assist by Humphries.
The mobility that Malone has is what makes him so dangerous in the pick and roll.
From deep, Rodman in. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor. And looking for more.
Excellent vision on display. Dropping a dime to set up his teammate.
To the middle. Here's Brakowski. Maguire grabs the miss. Maguire's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Shot on the wing. Again, the Pistons score.
Boy, Thomas getting exactly what he wanted there. That's a high percentage look for him. Really nice looking stroke.
Here's Humphries. Pass to Ellis. A floater. Rebounded by Lambier. Lambier's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds.
Strong finish. Throw that thing down.
Woo.
Check out the agility from McGuire inside, finding a path around the contact.
Humphries kicks to Roberts. Pass to Burkowski. Over Aguirre. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Detroit just dominating this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Thomas who brings it up for Detroit. From deep, Walker. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his third assist on the night. Walker's gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Pass to Ellis. Another shot. Rebounded by the Pistons. Outside Thomas. And another 3 for Detroit.
Nothing like setting someone up. Feels better than making a shot. To me, at least.
And another steal for him.
He's stolen his way into the record books.
A new single-game high, GA for steals.
So aggressive in the open floor. Thomas proving how lethal he is in these situations.
There's the double team with Walker. Pass to Grayer. Thomas with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Launches the 3. Misses only his first miscue in 10 shots from the floor. Here's Connor. Here's Grayer. Ellis outside. Will it go? Sally with the rebound. Pistons have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
That's exactly what you want to see. Your big men playing big. Strong board.
Walker looking for an opening. Sinks the three-pointer. For Milwaukee, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And Thomas over to...
And to stop him play, giving the home crowd a chance to cheer his incredible play.
And Greg, he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
And, you know, his activity has been outstanding. Just appears to be one step ahead of the opposition. Excellent anticipation, taking risks, and it's paying off. During this final quarter, he has erupted from outside the arc. You just assume every 3 he takes now is going down.
And Thomas over to help. Pass to Grayer. Here's Shades. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Grayer. Here's Connor. Sellers pulls it in. Outside, Walker. And another 3 for Detroit.
It's obvious he's looking to continue to attack on offense so this lead can expand.
And if you were hitting like he is in this one, you would be too. His efficiency has done a lot for them.
To stop the drought, and that one's good. Grayer. The Pistons have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Knocks down the 3 ball. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter. Bucks have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Pass to Shades. Rebound by the Pistons. Outside, Walker. And again, it's the Pistons from deep. Here's Connor. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Grayer. Inside. Shays can't hit. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Thomas, good.
What a power surge by these guys. They can't miss.
Literally, what a stretch.
To the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. And here's checked in for Detroit. Rodman comes in for Sellers. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And Beer, good.
As a passer, Thomas is exceptional, both at recognizing openings and creating them.
Thomas against Humphries. Stolen by Thomas. Launches a three. Good! Another from three.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've ever seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. And the Pistons with possession here. And then Thomas with the jam.
Whoa, check out the hops from Isaiah. Getting all the way up there for a slam.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Now Humphries. It's Ellis on the wing. And they get it. Detroit with the rebound. Rodman's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one. And the Bucks with possession here. Kicks it out to Ellis. To the paint. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Lambeer's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And here's Rodman outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Rodman's got 32 points. To the middle. Here's Roberts. Rebounded by Rodman. Rodman's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's Thomas outside, and again for three.
And the threes just don't stop. Another shot and another make.
He's starting to creep up that list now for most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he can keep going. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. Well, Mike, the fans here obviously going home very happy.
They had a lot to cheer about, Kev. This squad played a great game.
They did. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.